Hello Ratbags, it's Jade. Welcome to our Ark Survival Evolved's Genesis guide. Today I'm going to be showing you how to spawn in all the VR variants. If you've not seen these are some of the creatures you face in the final boss fight. But you can spawn them in on single player and use them just like regular dinosaurs and creatures. But they're not the only ones. I'm also going to show you how to get every single volcanic variation of all the creatures too, including a dragon that you can't do much with, but it sure does look pretty. So support the channel by liking and maybe even considering joining our YouTube JPG Ratbag members, and let's crack on with all the codes, what you need to spawn all these creatures in. By now, if you've played Ark for a number of times, you probably know how to do the cheats and bring them up, but you never know. So here you go. Go to the pause menu, press start obviously, and then type in, if you're on the Xbox, LB, RB, X and Y. This will bring up the cheat little bar. You can go into here and you can start doing cheats straight away. If you're on someone else's server, you may have to put the words cheat before every single command and leave a space, but normally if you're on your own single player game or non-dedicated, you don't need to do that. And obviously for PlayStation, it's L1, R1, square and triangle to bring up the same cheat menu. I'm using the SDF commands. I think it stands for spawn dino fast, I'm not too sure, but these will generate a random level creature whatever you're spawning in. You can summon in these creatures with full commands for whatever level it is you want. I'm going to leave them in the comment section and I'll just show you one example at the end of the video. As you can see though, SDF, leave a space, then type in VR Rex, leave a space 1. The 1 means it's tamed. If you want a wild one, you simply put 0. They're pretty cool, and as I said, you're going to be fighting these in the final boss encounter against the VR Rockwell boss. Next up is a Diodon. Simply SDF, leave a space, VR Diodon, leave a space 1, and you've got yourself a funky looking VR version. I'm not as keen on these ones as I am the TRex one. I think that skin looks a lot better, but it is pretty interesting. Now for the UT version, you just simply have to type in UT after VR. Make sure it's all one word and you've got that version too. Not 100% sure if these are the ones that you face at the final boss battle, as they do look quite different from the others. Maybe they're part of a mission. For the Raptor version, it's simply SDF, leave a space, VR Raptor, leave a space 1. And there you go, you've got yourselves a cool little looking Raptor. Next up is the Giga. Again, same thing. SDF, leave a space, VR Giga, leave a space 1, and you've got this big bad boy. For the Trike, simply put Trike after VR and you will have the Triceratops. You can see I made an error there. I accidentally had the D in there from doing the Diodon, but once I got rid of that, it works. Boom. For the Reaper, you need VR Xeno, and that's it. You'll spawn one of these in. None of these creatures do any variations in attacks. There's no like special abilities or anything that's different from the regular dinosaurs. It's just simply they've been reskinned to be very different. It doesn't show it anywhere in the game files that I can see, but I was hoping that these would be skins that you'd be able to apply to some of your creatures. So maybe that's something they could patch in the future, but I doubt it. For now, this is the only way that you can maybe play around with creatures that look like these. Also pretty cool is if you type in SDF, leave a space, VR end, leave a space 1, you'll spawn in a drone. You can actually ride this bad boy as well, and it's just got a really cool little looking skin. Yeah, it's got a bit of a weird funny hitbox, so be careful around it, but you should be able to get on it around the back of it like I'm going to be showing you right now. There you go, just get on and that's it. You can control the drone. It's pretty cool. I'm not even sure you can do that in the real world version, the old original version of the drone. I'm not too sure. But as you can see, you can do some attacks. I accidentally die there though because the place that I'm in has got some really killer hitboxes. As I said, I'm going to leave the GM summon commands in the box down below the comment section, but I am going to just give you one example of how to do it. This means you can spawn in whatever level creature you want, but I do find that if you're doing like an event and you want just a bunch of wild ones, it's easier to do the SDF commands, or like I said, if you just want to play around with these, you can just do the SDF because they're much quicker to type in, especially on Xbox and PlayStation. So type in GM summon, leave a space, then type in quotation marks, then put VR Trike underscore character underscore BP underscore C. Put the quotation marks in, leave a space, type in the level that you want your creature to be. I'm going to go 150, leave a space, type in 1, leave a space, type in 0. That's how you get your custom level creatures. We're in the fiery depths of the volcanic biome right now. I'm going to show you how to spawn in all the lava variations. There are a bunch of other creatures on this biome, but they are not actually lava variations. They're just got different color sets. So things like the RG, things like the Kentrosaurus, you can go ahead and spawn them in, and they may have some different colors than you're used to, but they're not a variation. They're just simply different colored sets. So you should be able to color them using the Give Dino color set and change the color that way if you really want. Anywho, here's how to get the lava ones, including the dragon. I mucked this one up a little bit. I didn't put an underscore. So it's SDF, leave a space, volcano underscore R, and that will give you a T-Rex. Obviously make sure you put the 1 in. Remember, put a 0 if you want it to be wild. Absolutely love these. This has got to be one of my favourite colour variations they've ever done. For Allo, you simply swap out the R for an A, and you will get an Allosaurus. Again, these are absolutely phenomenal. I just love the way they meld in. Can't wait to try and get a full set of these legitimate when I start playing on my server, which you guys can join. I've got an Xbox, PlayStation and PC server running PvE, so come and join Discord to find out the password and all the chat channels so you can talk to other rat bags. For a big fiery golem, you swap out the A and you put a G, so SDF, leave a space, volcano underscore G, leave a space 1, and you'll get yourselves a rock golem. It's pretty huge. I had to literally come out of it because I was stuck in its body. And once my potato PS4 graphics loaded up, it was pretty cool running around with one of these guys. Now, it's not the first time we've seen a lava variation of this, but I still think it looks subtly different. I'm pretty sure Ragnarok has got the first lava version of these guys, but correct me if I'm wrong on that. Next up is Trike. Just swap out the letter for a T and it will give you a Trike. There you go. Job done. Now, for some reason, I made a mistake and I accidentally spawned in a scout when I was trying to get something else in. I was trying to get a scorpion. But yeah, scouts are from extinction. When you spawn them in like this, they don't work because you have to craft them or make them. But there you go. Now, for the Yankee, I simply put the full word of Yankee in there. And I've got one of these guys. You probably do need to do the full word when you're using the GM summon commands. You won't be able to shorten it. But that's why SDF commands are so good. You can normally shorten them just like you can with GFI, where they give you item codes when you just nearly have the word. The SDF pretty much matches the creature closest to it with just a few letters. Now the dragon's a bit different. You need to swap the volcano and actually put volcanic and then leave a underscore. Then put DR for dragon, leave a space 1, and you should get yourself a big old dragon. Now, I'm not too sure if it's the SDF commands or whether or not it's the same for GM summon, but I couldn't move these dragons around. I accidentally spawned in 2 of them as well, which didn't help. So let me know if you use the GM summon commands, whether or not you can actually control it. You should be able to. I think it's probably just something to do with the SDF command not working on this guy. Maybe because he's a boss-like creature. I presume it's going to trigger a mission later on in this area and you will have to face off against him. Or maybe it's part of the end set of bosses. Not too sure yet, but I just wanted to show you what they look like because they look phenomenal. Like I mentioned at the start, I have searched through all the files. I've looked up paste bin and codes from Google and found out anyone else has got them. And it just does look like these creatures here, like the Kentrosaurus, have just got some variations in colours. That is going to be like a rare mutation one, rather than necessarily being a variation. You will not be able to spawn in a variant of a Kentrosaurus, as far as I can find out anyway. There is basilisks in the volcano biome. There is also onyx, bats and spiders in the caves, so be careful running around. There's also iguanodons too, and of course Stegosaurus. And to round off the list of creatures that are in here as well, there are thorny dragons, Argentavis and Arthropleura as well. There may be some more that I might have missed out. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a proper big showcase soon, giving you everything you need to know about this biome. Now, I have shown this guy off already in my first video, giving you a guide on how to spawn in all the creatures, or the new ones anyway, the big main ones, but I thought I'd put it in here anyway, as he does belong in the biome. But it's simply SDF, leave a space, Sharoof, leave a space 1, and that is the Magmasaur. I don't know why they use weird names. It'd be so much easier if they just called them what they are in game, but there you go. That's what I guess they do when they're finding out, trying to work on the game. Maybe they don't have the actual proper name until very late on. I will be covering the bog biome creatures and some more variants, including Lunar as well. So make sure you check out them videos and go and follow my Let's Play I've been doing. We hit trending on YouTube. A big shout out and thank you for everyone that watched that video. Really appreciate it. There we go, guys. I am JPG, the best in Ark Survival Evolved news, guides, tutorials, and opinion. Make sure you tuned in from the channel and come and join my servers, as I said. Until next time, Ratbags, I will see you later.